They will see you as the person who made it. While you are still building, you must stay focused and protect your progress. 4. Never expose your relationship conflicts. You ever see someone post this? Can't believe what she did to me again. She's acting cold and distant. Relationships are hard. Yeah, that's weakness. Broadcast it. Let me paint you a scene. You fight with your partner. You feel hurt, betrayed, confused. So you go tell your friend. Your group chat. You spill the details, the words, the insults, the chaos. You think you're getting support, but what you're actually doing is broadcasting your instability. Now everyone knows your connection is shaky. Now everyone sees your power slipping. And when people see cracks, they don't help fix them. They wait for collapse. Here's the law. Never expose your relationship conflicts, because once you do, you've handed over your power. You've turned your personal life into public entertainment. And the worst part? No one watching actually cares. And the world is full of people who smile while sharpening the knife. Your relationship is your battlefield. And nobody outside the battlefield deserves a map of your emotional vulnerabilities. Once your relationship problems go public, you stop being respected. You become a character, a meme, a tragic story in someone else's group chat. They see your emotional leash. They see you controlled by love, by chaos, by drama. And respect disappears. Because when you share your conflicts, you reveal your emotional dependence. That's not power. That's weakness in HD. What you say in pain becomes their entertainment, their leverage, their ammo. You tell them your girlfriend disrespected you. They laugh about it later. You say your girlfriend cheats and you stayed. They never look at you the same again. You're no longer the mysterious man in control. You're the soap opera, the fragile one, the one they expect to break again. Never let people turn your heartbreak into their small talk. And this isn't just about friends. In a professional setting, when co-workers or clients hear about your relationship issues, they start to question your discipline. Is he distracted? And here's the deeper truth. People only respect what you protect. If your relationship is sacred, keep it sacred. If it's hell, fix it or leave it. But don't parade the fire like a badge. Because once you start explaining it to outsiders, you give them control over how it defines you. Now this doesn't mean suffer in silence. This doesn't mean isolate. If you need help, get it from someone who's above your level, a therapist, a mentor, not your emotionally reactive friend who can't even manage their own love life. Let me give you a Machiavellian scenario. You're in a political court. Your rival wants to know where to strike. You casually mention that your queen betrayed your trust. Boom. Now they have their angle. They use it to break your focus. Push that crack until your whole kingdom collapses. Sound dramatic? It's not. It happens every day, in companies, in friend groups, on social media. Your emotional chaos becomes the thing people use to define your strength. Not your wins, not your vision, your drama. You become the broken lover, the betrayed partner, the one who's going through something. They won't say it to your face, but they'll think it, and they'll treat you accordingly. Here's the rule. If it bleeds, don't post it. If it hurts, don't parade it. If it's sacred, protect it. Because what you expose emotionally will be used strategically. Let me say that again. What you expose emotionally will be used strategically. And most of the time, not by your enemies, but by your spectators. People love watching you break. Not because they hate you, but because it makes them feel better about themselves. Now flip the script. You keep your chaos private. You never talk about your conflicts. You show up stable, clear, controlled. What happens? People assume strength. They assume control. They see no cracks, so they respect you more. Even if your relationship is hell behind the scenes, your silence becomes your power. Control the narrative or be owned by it. 5. Never share your family problems. You think telling people about your family problems makes you honest? You think being open about your childhood trauma, your father's absence, will make them understand you? No, it makes them judge you. People don't care. They gossip. Say it again. People don't care. They consume your pain like entertainment. Because when you share your family problems, you think you're getting support. But what you're really giving them is a story. And people love a story, especially one that makes you look weak. Here's the law. Never reveal your family problems, ever. I don't care if it's your coworkers, your social media followers, even some so-called friends. Keep it locked, because most people don't care, and the ones who pretend to, they gossip. Here's the brutal truth. When you reveal the chaos inside your home, you strip yourself of dignity outside of it. People don't separate you from your family. They project the dysfunction onto you. They'll say things like, "No wonder he's like that." They'll act sympathetic, then screenshot your breakdown, then serve it as a joke at the next dinner party. Why? Because your pain feeds their ego. It gives them someone to feel superior to, someone to talk about when their lives are boring, someone to dissect when they need a distraction from their own mess. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." When you overshare family drama, you...
Yes, people, you listen. More still left to come. I want you to listen, learn, okay? Because there is more to come, and there is more I'm trying to put out there for you to think about and be smart. In life, you gotta be careful, you gotta be smart, okay? All right, I'm just letting you know that, right?